I'm 48, and I just paid this credit card again, like I do every month. Same as last month, same as the month before that, never late. And I swear the balance says almost the exact same number it said a year ago. $6,000, give or take $20, just sitting there, mocking me.
Whoa, whoa. Why are you stressing about this? You paid it, didn't you? You're making your payments on time, like a responsible adult. That's the whole game. Big guy, you're fine, you're winning. The balance being flat just means you're stable. And stable is good.
Stable isn't the word for it. That's not a parked car. That's a treadmill, and you've been jogging on it for a year. Look at the little box on your statement. The one labeled minimum payment warning.
Hold on, there's a warning box?
There's always a warning box, and at this rate it says about 18 years.
18 years on $6,000?
18 years and a few $1,000s in interest stacked on top. Just paying the minimum.
Okay, but 18 years is a long time. So the payments must be tiny. Tiny payments are easy. Easy is good. See? I'm helping.
Tiny is exactly the problem. And I'm going to show you why.
Wait, I genuinely don't get it. I'm paying every month, so why doesn't the number go down?
Because of how the minimum is built, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Your card charges 22% a year, which is about 1.8% a month. On $6,000, that's around $110 of interest every single month before you've paid a cent of what you owe.
$110 a month? Just in interest?
Just in interest, just for the privilege of still owing it. Now here's the part that makes the balance freeze. The minimum payment is usually the interest, plus about 1% of the balance. So that $110 in interest, plus about $60 of actual principal.
So I send them a payment, and only $60 of it touches the thing I'm trying to kill?
$60 out of a $6,000 mountain. At that pace, you're chipping a mountain with a spoon.
Okay, but a spoon still works technically, eventually, probably.
A spoon does not work. And here is the trap underneath the trap. As the balance drops, even a little, the minimum drops too. It's 1% of a smaller number plus interest on a smaller number, so the payment shrinks.
Wait, so the more progress I make, the less they ask me to pay?
Exactly, and it sounds generous, but it's the opposite of generous. Every time you get a step closer, the finish line takes a step back. That's why a year of payments feels like standing still, because, in a way, you were.
That's the most frustrating thing I've heard all week.
Don't let him spin you up, buddy. Here's the real picture, and I'll give it to you in 3 clean reasons. 1, the minimum keeps your cash free for life. The gym, the dinners, the fun. 2, the balance isn't growing, so you're not in danger. You're cruising. 3, the bank is happy, your credit's fine, nobody's calling you. So where's the fire?
I mean, when he puts it like that, it doesn't feel like an emergency.
That's the whole magic trick. It never feels like an emergency. A grease fire is an emergency. This is a slow leak, and slow leaks sink the boat just the same. He says your cash is free, but $110 a month is gone. Every month. Forever. That's $1,300 a year you're handing over and getting nothing back for.
$110, please. That's a couple of pizzas.
It's a couple of pizzas you're buying the bank every month for 18 years, and you never get a slice.
Okay, say it in real numbers, because I keep almost believing him.
Let's put your 2 roads side by side, because the dollars are the entire story. On the right, we'll put Bad Money's plan, the shrinking minimum. On the left, we'll put mine, one frozen number. On the right, you pay the minimum, the balance creeps down, the payment creeps down with it. 18 years and several $1,000s in interest on a $6,000 debt. On the left, you freeze the payment at $250 a month and never let it shrink. You're done in under 3 years, and you save the giant pile of interest on the other side.
Wait, $250 a month clears it in under 3 years?
A little over 2.5 years, give or take, paying the same $250 no matter what.
And the minimum, paying basically forever, drags it out 18?
18 on the exact same debt with the exact same card. The only difference between 3 years and 18 is whether you let the payment shrink.
Yeah, but $250 is more than the minimum. So it's harder, so it's worse. My plan asks less of you. And asking less is being nice.
Your plan asks less today and a fortune over 18 years. It's like offering a guy a smaller paddle so the river feels easier. He's still going over the waterfall, just slower, and grateful the whole way down.
Okay, the paddle thing got me. So this is the central trick. The payment keeps melting, so the debt never does.
That's it. That's the entire scam in one sentence. A debt is just a number being pushed down by your payment and pushed up by interest. If your payment shrinks while the interest keeps coming, the number barely moves. Freeze the payment, and suddenly every extra month sends more and more straight at the principal.
Why does it speed up over time, though?
Because the interest part keeps shrinking as the balance falls, but your payment doesn't. So month 1, maybe 110 goes to interest and the rest to principal. But by month 30, the balance is small, the interest is tiny, and almost the whole 250 is demolition.
So a frozen payment basically gets stronger the longer I hold it.
It snowballs in your favor instead of against you. That's the same compounding the bank's been using on you. Finally pointed the other way.
Boring, boring, snowballs, demolition. Who talks like this? Live a little, pay the minimum, and put the difference towards something fun.
There's nothing fun about renting your own money back from a bank for 18 years.
All right, I'm starting to feel a little sick about the last year. So what do I actually do in real life this week?
3 moves, and none of them involve eating rice for dinner. I promise. Move 1, freeze the card so you stop adding to the pile while you're trying to shrink it.
Freeze the card? But what if you need it? What if there's a deal? A real, once-in-a-lifetime deal?
There's a deal every single day, my friend. That's not luck. That's the business model. And freezing doesn't mean shredding it. Take it out of your wallet, delete it from your phone, pull it off the shopping sites that have it saved. Make spending on it just annoying enough that you actually have to stop and think.
Honestly, that part feels good. Like locking the snack cabinet at midnight.
That's exactly the energy. Move 2, pick 1 fixed payment and never ever let it shrink. Look at what you've roughly been paying. Round it up to $250 and lock it. Same number next month. Same number when the balance is half gone. Same number at the very end.
So even when the bank tells me the minimum dropped, I ignore them and pay the $250?
You ignore them completely. That shrinking minimum is the leash, and you're cutting it. That one frozen number is the difference between 3 years and 18.
But what if some month is tight? What if you want to pay less, just once?
Then pay it through an automatic transfer on payday. So just once never gets a vote. Set it to leave your account the morning you get paid, before your brain even sees the money. No willpower, no budget gymnastics. Just one button working quietly while you sleep.
So I'm not trusting future me to be disciplined.
You're firing future me from the job, because future me gets tired and tempted.
Okay, that's fair. That guy is unreliable.
Move 3, knock down the rate itself with a 0% balance transfer card. The good ones right now give you somewhere around 18 to 21 months, at 0 interest on whatever you move over.
0% for almost 2 years? Okay, what's the catch? Because there is always a catch.
Finally, my moment. Yes, green guy. What's the catch?
Fair question. 2 catches, and I'll give you both straight. 1, there's a transfer fee, usually 3 to 5%. So on $6,000, that's about $180 to $300 up front. But you'd otherwise pay more than $1,000 in interest over that same stretch, so the fee is a bargain.
And 2, when that promo ends, the rate snaps right back up into the 20s. Ha, gotcha. Even your hero plan has a trapdoor.
He's right, and that's the discipline piece. You clear it before the promo ends, or you're back in the trap. So take the balance, divide it by the months in the promo, and pay that much automatically. Do that, and you walk out the far end at 0, not back on the hook.
And during that window, with no interest, every dollar I pay actually lands on the balance?
For the first time in a year, yes, the whole payment hits the debt. Nothing skimmed off the top. That's a frozen payment with the interest leak finally plugged.
And if my credit isn't good enough for a transfer card?
Then skip move 3 and just throw your fixed $250 at the highest rate card first, like a laser. The frozen payment alone is most of the magic. The transfer is just a turbo button.
Hang on. Before you do any of that, I have one genuinely brilliant idea. Stop putting money in your retirement account for a year and throw all of it at the card.
No, That's the one spot you'd be dead wrong and it would actually cost him real money. If his job matches his retirement contributions, that match is free money, an instant 50 or 100% return. Even beating a 22% card can't beat a dollar that doubles the second you put it in.
Wait, so I don't stop the retirement stuff?
You grab the full employer match first, because that's the only thing on earth that beats killing this card. Then everything above the match goes straight at the debt. The match is usually just a few % of your pay, so you take it and stop right there.
So you're telling me there's exactly one thing better than feeding my card, and it's the boring retirement match.
For once, yes, and only up to the match, then we're right back to murdering your interest.
So it's not never have fun, and it's not never invest. It's grab the free match, freeze the payment, kill the rate.
That is the entire game in one breath.
I liked it better when the balance just sat there and you paid me rent forever.
I know you did. That was a great deal. For you.
Okay, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm freezing the card tonight, I'm locking a fixed $250 a month, and I'm pricing out a balance transfer this week.
That's the move. And one more time, automate that payment for payday so it leaves before you can touch it. Under 3 years instead of 18, the same money you're roughly paying right now. No beans required.
Under 3 years instead of 18. Thousands back in my pocket, and I didn't change a single thing about how I live.
And every dollar that used to leak out at 22% is now yours to keep, and soon to invest. For real this time.
Fine. I'll get him on the new car payment next time.
We'll be ready.
You know what's strange? I already feel lighter, and I haven't paid off a dime yet.
That's because you stopped pretending the number couldn't move. The balance was never frozen, your payment was, and that you can fix in one evening.
And here's the thing nobody tells you at this age. This wasn't about being smarter. It was just about being shown how the minimum is built to barely move the balance. A year of feeling stuck, and the fix took one night and 3 buttons.
That's almost always how it goes. It's not that you weren't disciplined. It's that the slow lane was the only one anyone ever showed you.
So here's where I've landed, and maybe you needed to hear it too. If you're 40 plus and that same balance for years feeling just hit a little too close to home, you are not behind. You've just never been handed the fast version, the one the bank had no reason to mention. Freeze the card, freeze the payment, kill the rate. That's it. That's the whole thing, no shame and no beans. So tell me in the comments which of the 3 moves you're doing first, because I genuinely want to know. Hit the like button if the finish line keeps backing away. Finally explained your last year. And subscribe so bad money doesn't get to whisper, you're making payments, you're fine, to the next person without me there to argue.
Smart and dumb, money moves for 40 and over, one decision at a time.
This is education, not financial advice, but the math is the math.